What is up? If you're a newbie or you're just getting back into the gym and you're about to kickstart your fitness journey this coming year, well, you're in luck. I'm gonna give you 10 essential tips that are gonna help you have a better overall experience in the gym and keep those goals sustainable. Let's get into it. Number one, set realistic goals. It's a very easy one to say, 100%. Make realistic goals. What do I mean by that? Make realistic goals that are achievable. So losing 10 pounds is doable in a month. Putting on 10 pounds of muscle, natural, is not doable in a month. Keep them realistic. But then at the same time you make realistic goals, envision those realistic goals being achieved. Like manifest those things, but like see it actually happening. If it's like, hey, I want to have a bigger chest, or I want to lose 10 pounds, whatever the goal is, close your eyes. Think about it. What's it feel like to have that new body, to have that lowered body fat, to be able to run faster or longer or jump higher, or whatever your fitness goal is? Envision what it feels like to be living in that body as that goal is achieved. I feel like it gives you a better understanding of wanting to have that goal and to feeling what it feels like to have that goal. And then it gives you more motivation to want to achieve that when you can actually put yourself through almost like an emotional test of how it feels to reach those goals. So make realistic goals and then actually envision yourself achieving that goal. Number two, start off slow. And that means start off slow in the gym in terms of how many days a week you go to the gym, to how much weight you're gonna try to use, or how much volume in terms of like rep ranges and whatnot. So what I mean by leveling up and starting slow, right? Go to the gym. If you haven't been to the gym before ever, or you're just getting back and you've been off for months, go to the gym 6 days a week is gonna leave you with the worst amount of DOMs, and that's it for you. When I was coaching in the gym, like doing one-on-one coaching, one of the biggest things that would have people starting to quit literally the second week was they weren't used to DOMs. They did not they've never experienced delayed onset of muscle soreness. They go to the gym, they're in there, they're going to whatever class, they're doing everything they possibly can, and they're like, the pain is excruciating, my legs, I can't walk, oh my God. When I sit down, it hurts. When I move my arm, and then like I'm gonna take a day of rest. And that day of rest turns into 2 days, and into 3 days, and then I'm gonna go back when I'm not hurting anymore, and then they go back again, try it again, they're out of the gym, and all of a sudden, this thing's way too hard. Take your time. Start off slow. Start off maybe in the gym 3 times a week at first, and then 4 times a week. And then maybe you work up to 5 days a week, right? 3 to 4 days a week is fine to start. And then gradually working to 4 days to 5 days as you go. And then when it comes to using a proper load, if you're just starting back in the gym, you should be lifting a bunch of heavy weight in the first place. You should be going to the gym just to get started and understanding how to move properly. Maybe just understanding the actual movements themselves. Start off slow. No need for drop sets, supersets, rest pause sets, mile match reps. There's no need for any of that to start. Start off just doing straight sets. Understand tempo, understand 4-range of motion. And once your body starts getting acclimated from, training, then you can start increasing your intensity, adding in some set intensifiers, or even maybe adding a load. Number 3, learn how to move. Crucial. You can start all over, those just getting back in the gym, and those who are just starting, you get to start off on the right foot. I started in the gym when I was 11 years old. I had good coaching to start. I can't express to you how important that was and how that set my journey, my fitness journey, off on the right foot. Learn proper form. Learn 4-range of motion. Learn the contractions, the negative, the concentric or positive, the lengthened portion of the lift. All of those terminologies, all of those things you can learn by following someone like myself, someone like Dr. Mike, someone like Jeff Nippard, Mike Van Wyck. There's a ton of athletes out there, guys like Nick Walker or even Derek Lunsford, have all good form. Watch people with good form, or if you want to get even more in-depth coaching. If you're just starting off, you could hire me for my Iron Lifestyle coaching. I use a True Coach app, and I coach you up during the week to help you with your form so you can be better at actually moving the weight, and then properly loading, proper resting, and then proper progressive overload on a week-to-week basis with me coaching you. Sign up right now. It's a link in the description below. But really, if anything, I don't care if you're getting coaching or not, make it your priority to move the weight properly. It's gonna lower your chances of getting injured. It's not gonna keep you away from getting injured, because anyone can get injured doing anything, whether it's good form or not. But what it will do, it's gonna lower the chances of you getting injured greatly, especially being new. Hey guys, before we continue with this video, I gotta make sure you guys are hydrated. You hydrated yet? Probably not. Check it out, I got errands for you. Guys, use my code Johnny10 for 10% off amino fast. Like what's amino fast? Guys, amino fast is gonna increase your overall performance, reduce muscle soreness, improve your hydration, and it's gonna prevent muscle cramps. And guess what? All our flavors taste amazing. So guys, again, use my code Johnny10 for 10% off your next order of amino fast right now. Okay, back to the show. Number 4, you don't have to mix everything up. There's a huge misconception about having to trick the muscle. I want to trick the muscle. I got to confuse muscle. I got to use all these weird things, and every week I got to change it up. No, if you're just starting, even just getting back in the gym, you're working on proper form. It's better to focus at one thing at a time than to have a bunch of things changing. You're going to the gym, you're new, you need to learn how to move. You don't need to learn a bunch of different movements. While you're progressive overloading, on a week-to-week basis in terms of like adding a rep or adding weight, then maybe down the road start adding in new exercises. Yeah, you want to try things, maybe doing a certain machine or maybe doing a certain movement. Maybe using a different exercise for the same movement might yield better results, but when you start off, learn the basics first. Learn how to press properly, learn how to squat properly, learn how to hinge properly, learn some easy movement patterns first, and then start scaling up to different exercises. Don't think you need to start off learning absolutely every exercise at once. Learn the basics first, stick to the basics first. When you master those things, then move on. Stay hydrated. Bring a water bottle to the gym every single time you are in the gym. If you don't have a water bottle, you're not gonna drink water. I'm telling you this because I am not good at drinking water. My kid loves water. When I watch my kid, she doesn't go to the gym. She does. She doesn't go to the gym, but she works. She does. We have a gym downstairs. She goes to it and plays on the weights. But she also does ballet and everything else. Regardless, when I watch my kid drink water, I envy her. I'm just like, man, I wish I could drink water and look like I'm drinking a absolutely amazing drink of some sort. Just the way she drinks it, I'm just like, I want to be able to drink water like that so I can drink more water. And just expressing to you guys that I'm like everybody else when it comes to this. It's hard for me to drink water, but I know how important it is to drink water. So I am constantly trying to make sure that I'm drinking water. Why? Because it's going to be one of your best advocates for recovery, for muscle contractions, for all the things water is absolutely amazing for. Start your fitness journey off on the right foot by doing the one thing that most of us end up screwing up down the road. Hydration is key. Stay hydrated. Don't skip your cool downs. And what I mean by warming up means properly warming up. Meaning, you don't have to do an elaborate stretch or dynamic warm up. You can literally just go on like any cardio machine for like 5 to 10 minutes, get your heart rate going, and then get into your exercise. But use your warm-up sets as your actual warm-up. And your warm-up sets are basically you going through the full range of motion, making sure that your form, your tempo, your full range, all of those things are in place. So as you gradually add weight in your warm-ups, you're warming your body up properly through the full range of motion. So when you get into your hard sets, you're completely ready to go. That is warming up. Doing the actual exercise itself, slowly, gradually increasing your weight into your hard sets. And then when you're done your actual workout, make sure you cool down. Now, you don't have to be in the gym for another hour. Like, take a shower at the gym or whatever, or just get your ass home. But make sure you do some stretching and cooling down while you're home. Do a little stretches when you're cooking or when you're watching TV. Stretch, cool down when you're done training is just as important as warming up. Here's a big one. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. I can do a complete video on just that. But just don't. Do not ever compare yourself to anybody else. You can 100% draw motivation from people that you look up to, from athletes or bodybuilders or influencers, whoever it is, you can draw inspiration, but do not compare yourself to anybody else. That is a dream killer. Not everybody starting off just like you has the same background as you, has the same upbringing as you, has the same life situations or circumstances as you. The same genetics. We're all completely different and we will all experience our journey a different way, even if we're trying to chase after the same amount of pounds for muscle. It's the same thing. How we achieve that 5 pounds of muscle is going to be very different and it's going to look very different because we are all individuals and we all have our unique lives. Do not look left or right. Look straight to your goals. Have those blinders on, look straight at your goals and run right to them. Make sure you rest and recover. You know how many times right now I have to tell athletes, even yesterday I had a consult call with an athlete and, he's having little issues with his shoulder, and he's telling me, I'm at work all day and I'm doing this. And then I think, I was lifting too heavy as well too. And I'm like, yeah, so do you stretch? And he's like, no. I'm like, do you do any type of like massage therapy? I mean, you're in construction. Are you doing any of that stuff? No. I'm like, listen up, man. You are shortening muscle. You are kind of damaging it. Then its heals shortened. And if you're not stretching and shortening your range of motion, gets worse and worse and worse, because the more muscle you add on, you're not gonna be adding on 10 pounds of muscle in the first month, whatever. But when it comes to just moving in itself, if you're not stretching, that's when things start to happen more than anything else. Now, stretching again isn't going to completely make you immune to injury, but is going to lower the chance of you being injured greatly. I don't know the percentage, but I can just tell you right now, greatly. It is, okay? And the more you stretch, the more you work on your mobility, just as much as you're training, the longer you're gonna be in the gym. And then make sure you're doing recovery and resting. Rest as you need to. If you're in the gym 3 days a week, you're probably 4 days a week. You're probably gonna go to the gym 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on. Make sure you're taking time out of the gym, and then when you're out of the gym, making sure you're taking care of your body. Do some yoga. Make sure you're stretching. See a chiropractor or a massage therapist once every 4 to 6 weeks. You're gonna find yourself going to the gym more days than not being in the gym. Ask for help. Literally ask for help. I know there's like some horror stories out there about people like filming in gyms, and I can understand the anxiety of being in a place where you don't know much and you don't want to bug anybody. And that's what happens when most of the people are staring in gyms. And that's why the whole thing that Joey Swoll does is great, because for the most part, where people are staring in the gym, especially people who look good, they're staring because they think that if that person looks good, they know what they're doing. So I'm going to watch them and see what they're doing so I can learn. Unfortunately, sometimes you look and you're looking over and that person is filming and then does whatever on you, then all of a sudden, whatever. And that's how that starts. But for the most part, people are looking and people watching because they want to know what they're doing. So you're not the only person that's in the gym that doesn't know what they're doing. And you're not the only person in the gym that might need help. So it's completely fine to ask for help. Now, if you're asking help for a spot, you're already lifting too much weight. Let's work on the basics. Stick to the basics, understand how to move properly, get stronger, then maybe look for a spot down the road. But ask for help. If you're like, hey, you got a new plan from somebody and you don't know a certain movement, see if they can help you out. Nothing wrong with that. Or literally just like if you have a movement at all that you don't know what to do, YouTube it, Google it. YouTube is a great do-it-yourself platform that we've all made videos, like myself or other coaches that I've mentioned. Or if you want, grab my ebook. My ebook actually has a directory in it of all the exercises that are in the book. So when you're training and you're working out, and there's a beginner workout in there as well too. And you can literally click on the workout and see a visual of how to do the workout. But make sure you ask. There's nothing wrong with asking. There's nothing wrong with asking at all. Guys like myself, when I go to the gym and I see somebody do something wrong, I'm just itching to go over and help them. He's like, I want to help them. I'm like, I also don't want to go over there and embarrass somebody either. So sometimes I might go over to somebody and say, hey, can I show you a way to make this feel a little better or a little different? And more than not, I'd say like 90% of the time, they say yes. So if someone like me is in the gym that actually wants to help somebody, then that means that if you ask someone that's there, they might be someone like me who might want help. And I'll tell you right now, being in the gym, contrary to belief, it's a great space. We're all there because we love fitness. We're all there because we're trying to do better ourselves. So just asking someone in the gym, it would probably be humbling for them, and it'll probably be like very motivational for them as well too, just as it'll be for yourself when you get the help. So make sure you ask for help. Last but not least, enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. I know that we want to make goals, and you've already made your realistic goals, and you've already envisioned your realistic goals. But don't always stare at that goal and want that goal all the time. Yes, it's there. It's set in stone. That's what you want to achieve. Now it's every day you're there. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process. That's the biggest thing. It might be the most cliche thing anyone says about fitness, but literally enjoy the process. The process is what you need to be in love with, not the destination. Trust me on that. I was trying for my pro card for 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 5 years. 5 years I worked for that goal and I got that goal and it felt absolutely amazing. And then I looked back and like, man, I miss being an amateur. I miss those days. And there's some days, admittedly so, that I was so invested in the process. I was so invested in the goal, I didn't get to enjoy the process as much as I could have at some points. I can tell you the year that I enjoyed the process from start to finish was the year I won my pro card. I remember telling judges, I'm gonna make it very easy for you this time. And I backed off on being so, I won't say serious, but I enjoyed every day I was in the gym. I enjoyed talking more to people in the gym who were asking questions, who wanted to know what was going on. And from that day forward and up until today, I enjoy every bit of time I have in the gym. Because you know what? There will be a time that we won't be able to be in the gym. There will be. Enjoy the process. Fall in love with the process. The destination is inevitable when you fall in love with the process. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. For more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. For those of you who are newbies or just getting back into the gym, you're long-term vets. Whatever you guys want to see, want to learn about, whether it be training, nutrition, supplementation, whatever it is, guys, let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, in the meantime, you guys know what it is. Iron sharpens iron. Percocets of overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.